Today's video is going to allow you to become a master of Google Chrome from a designer's perspective. I've handpicked and sourced 5 Chrome extensions that you really don't want to miss out on as a graphic designer. Of course, it goes without saying you will need Google Chrome as an installed browser on your computer beforehand, but let's now look at those 5 different extensions that we can snap up totally for free. The first extension is called Site Palette, and after heading to the download, make sure you install the extension for Chrome and then restart your browser. For me, it didn't work right away, but after I restarted Chrome, everything was working just fine. So this nifty extension allows you to grab colors from a web page instantaneously with just one click and into a kind of color palette. From there, you can make customizations to the selected colors and then save them accordingly. You might want to keep them for future design projects or something like that. Now this is really handy if, say, you're browsing the net for design inspiration and then you kind of stumble across a website that has some really neat color scheming going on. You can then just grab this color palette and then head into your next creative design project with those colors in hand. The next extension is one of my all-time favorites, and as designers we spend countless hours sitting and staring at computer monitors. Now I know myself, I personally clock around 8 to 10 hours every single day. Now of course this is pretty negative and it's detrimental to your health over the long period. But if we limit the brightness and the harshness of the screens, we can make some headway into protecting our eyes. Now Dark Reader allows you to manually switch to dark mode on almost any website that you're on, as well as having a few other settings to play around with, such as contrast, sepia, grayscale, and so on. I mean, just check out how sleek Google is looking in dark mode. It's a pretty neat extension, and considering it's free, it's one that's going to benefit you and many designers out there. Blue Button is the next extension in today's video, and this thing really allows you to go under the hood of a website with just one single click. When you've installed this extension, you will be able to see title, tags, metadata, scripts, style sheets, and so much more on pretty much any website that you want to. You might be asking yourself, why is that useful? Well, this allows you to grasp how certain websites operate in terms of SEO, which of course is great for you website designers out there, but also for those of you who have websites yourself. It's kind of like a spy weapon for your daily internet usage. So here's an extension for Chrome that might get you inspired and those creative juices flowing. As being someone who's creative, I'm pretty sure you like looking at things that are design based or design orientated. Well, the Google Arts and Culture extension basically shows you a piece of artwork every time you open a new window in Google Chrome. That is, if you come into the menu of this extension and then change the setting from being shown artwork every day to every time you open up a new browser window. So you might be greeted with an expressionist masterpiece, or maybe a cubist example of art. But whatever it is, it probably beats that bland and that boring Google homepage. You do still have a nifty button in the bottom right that shows you your top sites of your browsing history. So Nimbus Screen Capture is one of the best ways to capture your screen completely for free. You can snap up an image or even a video with audio with this function too. This is all from one extension, remember, and there is even an option to record your webcam. You simply need to head into the settings and make sure you're using the right quality and everything is the way you want it to be. And you can capture specific locations of your screen or the entire thing completely. There is a free and a paid version of this extension, but the free version is good enough and it's right there in the top right waiting for you to make use of anytime you need to capture your screen on your browser. The first extension today is Muesli, and as you can see, it claims to be the designer's secret sauce. And again, these extensions are completely free and they're very easy to install. And as you can see, you can also check out the reviews to see what other people are saying about the extensions in today's video. But I'm going to give this a download and show you guys how useful it is. So Muesli 2 essentially offers a home screen when you open a new tab on Chrome, and this home screen shows you inspiration that you're going to find really useful and awesome as a creative designer. They update this every single day, and they do scour the web for the best resources. So we have things like templates, we have articles, we have tips, and we have resources or even color schemes, as you can see here. And like I said, all of this is updated on a daily basis. It's just really nice to come into a new tab in Chrome and have a whole bundle of creative assets right there just waiting for you. And also we have things like culture, news, trending and so forth. And considering this extension is free, it's pretty awesome. And next up today we have Eyedropper, which pretty much allows you to sample colors from web pages in real time. So let's have a look and see how this actually functions. So I'm on my website here, my portfolio website, and you just come into the extensions here and grab the eyedropper. You will then notice when you're moving your cursor over the web page, in the bottom right corner here, it is sampling the colors that you're selecting. And then once you've actually clicked and sampled a color, you just come back into the extension and it's just there waiting for you, ready to use. Now this does come in handy when you come across a really useful color for a next project and you don't know what that color is. Now with the eyedropper extension, you can sample any color from the web in real time. This third extension is really powerful and is something I've just discovered recently. The image downloader would allow you to pick and download images from a web page just like that. And again, it is free like everything else in today's video, so let's give it a download and see how it works. So I'm currently on a Behance project, and let's say I want to sample some of the thumbnails from Behance just as inspiration. I can just go ahead and open up the image downloader extension. It does sample everything on that web page, which means including adverts. So you can scroll through the images and just download them really easily by clicking the download icon. It's really intuitive and it does save a lot of time when you want to go on that image hunt on a website. We also have some filtering options, and you can also select every single image at once. But I think this one is really neat, and it's something that not many people actually know about. Extension number 4 again is pretty neat, and it's something again I've just recently found about, and that is the SVG grabber. And it does exactly what it says on the tin, it grabs SVGs. All you have to do is go onto a website and say you might want to have a logo of that company or that website. You could always just click the SVG grabber and it will grab every SVG possible on that web page. And in this situation, I can download Freepik's logo as an SVG just like that, with one click. This would also be really awesome for grabbing icons and stuff from websites as well. The 5th Chrome extension today that designers must use is What Font, and it's one I've been using myself for quite a while. And I'm pretty sure you already know what this extension is all about, but let's give it a whirl and have a look. So you've probably been scouring the internet and you've seen a font or a typeface that you really do like, but you can't identify what it is. Well, that's where this extension comes in handy, because all you do is click the extension and scroll over the typography on a website. And as you can see here, Levi's use a whole lot of Helvetica and Interslate as the main typography for their website. Again, this is free and it's really awesome to use, and it does work most of the time. And yeah, all of these extensions are linked down in the description box below. But do remember, if you want to learn something else about graphic design or grab some more freebies, do click a video on screen. And until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.